Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. As usual, I am your host, sellssi, and we're here live at the Baba Yara Sports Stadium, where the Black Stars are having their very first training session. We'll give you some team news and updates, but this is the current state of the Baba Yara Sports Stadium, as you see in your picture right now. It's ready, pristine conditions for the game on Thursday as the Black Stars look to qualify for the African Cup of Nations versus Central African Republic. Ghana looking to make it to Cote d'Ivoire 2023 and possibly get their hands on a trophy for the first time in 43 years. But today's news updates include one from a player we pursued in the past, Nketiah. Yes, he was a player who the Ghana FA did not hide their desire for him to play for Ghana. Nketiah, unfortunately, just last week decided to be in the national team for England. He was giving his first call-up and he accepted it. In the past, Ghana invited him ahead of the World Cup, but he declined that offer and decided to stick and stay around for England to give it to him. He has explained why he decided to take that decision. We'll also get some camp updates. Joseph Painto update. He is seemingly injured and might not make it. We'll get some updates on that front. We're also going to talk about Jonathan Soa, his reaction to his very first call-up for the Ghana Black Stars team, and everything in between. As usual, subscribe if you have not, and click on the notification bell to get more updates. So fans are outside here at the Baba Yara Sports Stadium, and unfortunately they've not been allowed to enter the stadium to watch training for the Ghana Black Stars. But pursuing a player like Nketiah came to an end just last week when England gave him his very first call-up. Now, ahead of his side's game, they had a pre-match press conference. Nketiah was interviewed and asked, "Why did you choose England over Ghana?" This is what he had to say. Let's have a listen to the young man.
Yeah, I think obviously both sides are obviously always an option. I think naturally coming through the academy at England, obviously you have that aspiration to play here. And like I said, once the call-up was there and the offer was on the table, it was really hard to turn down, and something which I felt was obviously the natural progression for myself at this stage, and I felt now was a good time to kind of make that step. So obviously I'm really happy to be here and proud to be here, like I said, and hopefully I can go on and help the team this week and get some caps.
So there you saw Nketiah there responding to the question about why he chose England over Ghana, especially owing to the fact that Ghana were the first to call him up in terms of give him an invite. He stated that naturally I had an aspiration to play here, and like I said, once the call-up was there and the offer was on the table, it was really hard to turn down, and I feel that is the natural progression for me at this stage. So essentially, he was always going to choose the Three Lions because he felt he played at the youth side, he played with them since his young age. So the natural progression was just to play for England, and nothing wrong with that. It's his decision, it's his life, it's his choice. He decides what he wants to do. But that is the reason why he chose the Three Lions of England. And I think we can all put it to bed now. Most of you were looking for this reaction. A lot of you knew he would not ever play for Ghana, but we have a clarification as to why. It was a natural progression for him and his aspirations. My next story has to do with Jonathan Soa, who has revealed that he wept when he received the call-up to the Ghana national team. He's making his first ever debut call-up, getting his first ever debut call-up to the national team, Jonathan Soa. He is one who plays for Nketiah SC, the only locally based player in the team. And now, the inform attacker is the only local player invited by Chris Hughton, Soa, who converted the winning penalty against Remo Stars of Nigeria in the CAF Champions League first preliminary game, was happy. He also grabbed the brace against Dreams FC in the Champions of Champions final. The all-round play and fearless combative style of the boy from Nungwa Mami are what appear to have caught the attention of the national team selectors, who will be looking for fresh options for the 2023 Afcon Qualifier. In an emotional interview after helping Nketiah beat Dreams FC, the 24-year-old dedicated a national team call-up to his late mother. "She's the reason I'm here. She was my prayer warrior and kept telling me one day I would be great, a great footballer. Even though she passed away some years ago, her spirit is always with me," he said. Soa is well-known footballer in Nungwa. From his preparatory school days in Nema to playing court football in Medina, he continued to develop his skills and has gotten him here his very first call-up. Hopefully, he gets a chance to play. Probably not in the qualifier, but maybe in the friendly versus Liberia at the Accra Sports Stadium. So we'll be keeping close tabs on him and see how he progresses. And we'll hope that he does make an impact, a positive one at that, with the Ghana national team. My next story has to do with the Ghana Black Stars. Sticking with them, Richard Ofori, Joseph Painter not to be in the squad right now. The 23 players on Tuesday arrived in Kumasi. Joseph Painter is also one guy who unfortunately has suffered an injury that could see him miss this one. He has not yet arrived in camp as well. Aside that, it is a full house here for the Ghana Black Stars, who are having their first training session at the Babayara Sports Stadium. Ghana also preparing World Cup qualifiers in November. 2 venues have been approved. It is Accra, Cape Coast. Unfortunately, the Babayara Sports Stadium will not be reused here for that game. In a statement, the GFA reviewed why CAF has removed Babayara Sports Stadium from the list of approved venues. According to CAF, the Babayara Sports Stadium does not meet the requirement to host Category A matches, and that includes a World Cup qualifier. I'm surprised that when the recommendations came in from CAF in 2022 ahead of our World Cup game, till now we are in 2023 September, the requirements have still not been met. Why? Yeah, your guess is as good as mine, but I would think that over a year now and we've still not gotten Babayara Sports Stadium to the standard that CAF recommended for us. It's unfortunate, it's unpardonable, and someone needs to answer some questions here. So that has been it for today. Nketiah on why he chose the 3 Lions over the Ghana Black Stars. Natural progression for him since he has played for their youth sides. He feels that's the next step, the senior national team. And since the offer was on the table, he had to hold out, and finally he did get it, and he could not turn it down when it came. Also talking to you about the Black Stars team update. Joseph Painter missed out, not yet arrived in camp, missing as they train for the first time. Fans outside yearning to see their stars. And also talking to you about the Babayara Sports Stadium not being included. CAF has said it does not meet the standards for Category A games. I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a great week.